I want to say a big hello to my fellow LGBT community. And I just want to let you know, coming from on the eve of my 50th birthday, I just want to let you know to all the youth out there that are struggling with bullying in their schools and in their community, that I have to tell you, it does get better. And I came from a small rural community in southern Minnesota, and it was very agricultural, and I grew up as a gay man in the early 70s, and I struggled. And one of the things that I just kept focused on was the fact that I was created perfectly, and that I knew that there were no mistakes in the way I was created. And I lived in that authenticity and kept true to myself, and what it allowed me to do was keep my identity. And I ask you to find the strength to do the same thing. So I don't know who's going to see this, and I don't know who it's going to have an impact on, but I do know one thing. It will have an impact on someone. And my story and your story are going to have similarities, and we will relate to each other. And I have to tell you, you need to celebrate. Celebrate who you are, because that is the beauty of the gift that we've been given as LGBT people.
I don't know you, and you probably don't know me, but this is what I do know. When you're young, you think that things, sometimes it can be, you know, the end of the world. Life is tough, people pick on you, and you don't know where to go. But let me promise you this, it definitely gets better. People change. People start to understand that it doesn't matter who you are. You're unique, you're who you are. It gets better. It truly does. It gets better. People start accepting you for who you are. It doesn't matter whether your hair is red or whether you're gay, whether you're lesbian, whether you're black, whether you're white, whether you're Muslim. People start to understand that it doesn't matter. You, as an individual, are unique, you're perfect, you're beautiful, and you'll smile. It'll be better, I promise.
I know that right now it might seem rough, but it does get better. During these years, when the world is telling you one thing, it's important for you to, focus on the internal, focus on that you're not flawed, that you are a good person, that you are a gift to the world and not a burden on the world. And just let your brilliance shine, because eventually people will see that brilliance and appreciate it. They might not now, but they will eventually. So it does get better, and just hang in there.
Hi, my name is Blair.
And I'm Michael.
And we've been together for almost 9 years. Growing up as a young, gay boy in a small town, it was difficult and tough, but as I got older, I met lots of wonderful, supportive, older people that helped me to realize that I was okay, and that life could get better, and it does get better. And
I think I was bullied and teased from a very young age while I was growing up, and if you're struggling with that, or that's your experience right now, I have a nephew who's just come out, 15 years old, and he's going through some of this at school, and I just tell him, like I would tell you, you just have to get through it. I know that that's hard, but what is great is that you can come out on the other side, and you will find people that not only accept you, they embrace your uniqueness and your differences, and they love that. And you'll get to find the love of your life. So
it gets better.
Don't miss out. It does get better.
Diversity is what makes this world beautiful. If we were all the same, it would be beyond boring world. So celebrate everything you bring, celebrate everything that's unique about you, celebrate you, and just never forget that you are amazing, you are beautiful, and everything that makes you different is what makes you absolutely incredible. So believe in yourself, believe in what you bring, believe in everything about you, and don't ever, ever doubt that you are beautiful, your differences are beautiful, and that is truly what makes this world incredible.
Whenever I grew up in Illinois, I was always worried about fitting in or being, popular, stuff like that, and always trying to be exactly what I thought everyone else wanted me to be. And then whenever I realized that wasn't working for me, I started to fit to whatever felt natural, just going with the vibe of everything. And I was always worried if it was going if it was just going to fit in, if I was going to get better, everything just went along. And it actually did. Whenever I became myself and just went along with it, it did. It got a lot better. So just be yourself, and then people will respond better to that than anything.
Well, I'm reminded this weekend about bullying because it had such an impact on my life growing up. I was one of those kids in high school that was really picked on and got pretty bad. So as an adult, I know how important it is that people not bully each other.
To kids is, it always gets better. I always tell my kids that every day. As you get older, you're more secure with yourself, things will get better. Always surround yourself with someone who you trust and you know has your back. And remember, the quantity of friends isn't as important as your quality of friends.
Well, I am a sibling of someone that was bullied, and he is now an amazing human being, and I always knew that he would be. And I told him that over and over and over again, that it doesn't matter. Like Jen said, that it's about the quality of your friends, and he would find his place, and he would feel comfortable with who he was eventually. And he did, and he's an amazing human being and has done wonderful things, and I can't wait to see what he does with the next 50 years of his life. I love you, Lenny.
My name is Shelley, and I am so proud to be here with the It Gets Better project and supporting the project here today and always. It's important to be an individual, to express yourself as an individual and be confident and stand up for who you are. As Jennifer said, surround yourself with positive people, and it does get better.
One of my favorite quotes that I have, as I've gotten older, have really lived by is "Be yourself, everyone else is taken," and it's a quote from Oscar Wilde. I think if you just live by that and really believe that you are special and you need to be special, and there's a reason for that, then you'll be great. So keep on loving you.
I am the only me that will ever exist. Everybody may have similarities, but you can only be you. And other people may not like that, but you can't make everybody happy. And as soon as you learn to be okay with yourself, then other people will be okay with you too. And the people that are out there that are just mean and hateful, they make themselves miserable. Why should they make you miserable, You determine your own happiness, and I don't know, once I grasped that, it really helped, and I've come a long way, and I'm much more confident in myself now, and I'm excited to see what the rest of my life holds in store.
I've never been personally bullied, but I do have a lot of friends that have, and I'm here to support them and give them love, and remember, it gets better.
Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Growing up in a small town like Sioux Falls, I tried blending in with people more and just try to be like everyone else. But as I grew older and I actually work for Matrix now, you kind of get out in the world and see that actually being unique is cooler.
As long as you attach yourself to whether it's family that's very supportive or friends, your own individual faith, there has to be some kind of outlet that you can grab onto, and there are so many of those sources or outlets that you can hook onto.
I think the biggest thing I've learned throughout my life is to always have a sense of community, wherever you can find it. It doesn't have to just be at school. Getting involved in a dance troupe, or getting involved in an art class, or say you like magic and maybe at school people make fun of you for that. You join a magic club, or even online, there's a lot of communities online. And I think that is a lot more accessible today than it used to be. I can say it does get better because every experience you experience as a kid only makes you stronger as an adult.
It does get better. When I was a kid, I was always picked on, and in high school, I actually had a guy come up behind me and hit me and gave me a concussion. And I was taunted with names, and it was very terrible, and I thought that the world never would get better. And today, I'm a lawyer and a successful business person and a friend, and I have incredible experiences in my life, and I wouldn't trade any of it for anything. And looking back, as awful as that period was, it was such a short period of my life, and in lots of ways it made me stronger, and it made me a more compassionate citizen towards others. And I just want people to know that it does get better, and you'll be okay.
Hey, my name's Mark, 51-year-old gay male. Struggled a lot with coming out to my family when I was a teenager. Stressed about it for many years, and I finally did. And my dad had a hard time with it, but he eventually came around and loved me just as much as he ever did before. My mom did, my brothers and sisters did. I know it's a hard and scary thing, but there's resources out there. Reach out, go online, find somebody. If you need somebody to talk to, just know it gets better.
Came out when I was 29 years old, but prior to all that, I was bullied, especially in high school. I went through a period of a lot of challenges as it relates to people not understanding what I was about, and quite frankly, I didn't know who I was. So what I would say to everyone out there is that as you progress in life, that you definitely, it does get better, the cliche, but the reality is that through life you grow, you start to be comfortable with who you are, and I can honestly say that I am at a much better place today at 48 than I was when I was 20.
Lenny's mother, I too am very, very proud of the man he has become. I guess I did know there were problems going on when he was in high school, but he was always a great kid. He was a very intelligent kid, and he never did anything except it had to be perfect, and it had to be the best of everything, which is how he still lives his life. He never does anything halfway, and I'm very proud of the man that he grew into, and that he, when he sets his mind to doing something like this, he does it, and he works very hard at it, and
does it right.
And he does it right. And he's a very loving child, and I just can't say enough great about him, and we're proud of him, and if this can help anyone, it's worth every bit of it.
And the friends that he has introduced us to have been the most loving, caring, friendly people that I think we have been very fortunate to meet.
Alrighty, so as I've grown and really become comfortable with who I am as a person, I just want to let you know that I've had an amazing partnership of 50 years. I've had an amazing career. My communities have embraced me, my sexual orientation, and I have to tell you that it gets better. It gets great. So hang in there, find the strength, embrace your uniqueness, and celebrate it. Cheers to the It Gets Better Project.